Hi, today I will talk about the video that was sent to us, and we are supposed to give a feedback out of it said to us by our teacher. The YouTube video is called LSE Event Grammar Schools that Work for Everyone. This occurred in Zexaya Theater in Egypt, and its topic and debate is all about the UK grammar schools. Now, I'm gonna give my feedback out of this. To be honest, this is already 7 years ago, which is quite irrelevant today since 7 years ago is a very long time, and it doesn't really come out to the date today, because most of the problems that was given here would already been probably solved by the UK, by the United Kingdom schools and grammar schools. But let's just give our feedback on the debate. One of the supporters said our perspective is that there are critics in perspective and inequality. What does this mean? She said that there is an inequality. Mm, Most students, especially the rich ones who have the privilege, who have the privileges, are are higher, that the ones that are higher in the social ladders have a easier and much more advantageous ways to learn in grammar. Not just learn, but even in graduating they have a much more prestigious, you know what I mean when it comes to prestigious, they are get things much more easier when it comes to it, unlike students with disadvantages like poor ones who have to pay for their tuitions and such on their own, have a harder time, especially in schools. Richer schools or the smarter schools, or I perhaps say, have an easier way to teach their students subjects from their grammar schools. It is easier for them to give since their equipment is fully maintained and already kept. Unlike to the opposite, which is there is, but not as productive and efficient as the other. Some few critics also said that grammar school can actually not exist. That's the word. Why do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? In UK you don't actually need grammar. Why? You don't actually need to learn grammar. Why? Because if you grew up in United Kingdom, Britain, or America, in our case UK grammar school, you don't really need to learn grammar since you already speaking it since you were a child. It is really easy. And UK Britain language is English Britain language is really the best English there is when it comes to English. They speak fluently. All the words are very fast, to be honest, if you try to listen to one. And if you truly wanted to be an expert in English, just live in Britain for a few months and you will become one. Britons are very good in English of their own. So they don't really actually need the grammar school, to be honest, just my opinion. And some of here said that on the very first 30 minutes of the video, a woman said that it is really unfair. She wants to expand the grammar schools. What do I mean by expand? Expand. Make more schools about grammar, etc. But some people, like I said earlier, doesn't want it, especially in UK. Now, is it really useful in UK? Not really sure about that. Grammar school, it's just tuition and such, but it will help the students, especially the one who are immigrants. Mostly immigrants are the ones that from other countries that wants to study on the said country, which can be found useful for them in the future or in their stay about in that place.